Matteo. Hi, my name is Heath. Hi, my name is Skye. And this is the Big Three Sports Show. We are interviewing the coach of the Indiana Fever, Stephanie White. What is your favorite thing about being a coach?
Oh, wow. I'd say my favorite thing about being a coach is just the strategy that's involved in trying to come up with a game plan, trying to figure out the best ways to put your team in a position to be successful and the best ways to try to hinder what the opponent wants to do. It's sort of like a big game of chess, and to me that's fun.
Why did you choose Purdue as your college to go to?
Well, that's a good question. I grew up watching Purdue, so Purdue was always kind of close to my heart. But when I originally went to college, I majored in aviation. I thought I wanted to be a pilot. And Purdue has aviation as a program and as a major, and so that was really the major draw for me. I ended up going there and being in flight school for a year and a half and realized it was more of a hobby than a career and changed to communications.
How do you motivate your team before a game?
Lots of different ways. Sometimes just like sort of motivational speeches, rah-rah encouragement speeches work. Sometimes you got to get on them a little bit more, and sometimes that helps. Sometimes it's just putting the game plan, together on the board and really showing them what it takes to be successful. But, every day's different, and I think that's one of the challenges facing coaches sometimes nowadays is which buttons to push to get your team motivated. But I think, when you're playing at the pro level, it's your job, and if that doesn't motivate you, that you get to wear shorts and a t-shirt to come to work every day, then I'm not sure what will.
As a player, you played for two different teams, the Charlotte Stig and the Indiana Fever. Can you tell us about the experience for both of those teams?
Yeah, it was really interesting. I played for Charlotte my rookie year, and I actually had a coaching change mid-year, so I was no stranger to coaching changes. I played for 3 coaches in 4 years in college, so it was normal for me. But I was going into a team that was as established as you could be early in the league's history. I think it was year 3 or 4 in the WNBA. And so I was playing with a lot of veteran players. And then I came to Indiana, and Indiana was an expansion team, so I was playing with a lot of players who didn't have a ton of WNBA experience or professional experience. And so I think overall, the thing that was most impressive, and has always been most impressive about the Indiana organization, is that there's not one sentence that comes out of anyone's mouth that's involved with this organization that doesn't mention Indiana Pacers and Indiana Fever. We're mentioned equally, we're embraced equally, we're promoted equally, and that doesn't happen everywhere. And so from a coach's standpoint and from a player standpoint, to be embraced and to have pride in our team and our organization means a lot. And so to be a part of building this franchise, and then to be a part of the first championship with this franchise, and then to be the first former player to coach the franchise that they played with, has really been a tremendous experience for me, and I couldn't have written a better script.
How do you prepare your team before a game?
We prepare in a lot of different ways. We prepare with film, so we watch film on ourselves, we watch film on opponents, what the opponents are going to do, what we have done, what we need to do, what we need to do to get better. We put together a scouting report on paper, which basically goes over each player on the opposing team, their strengths and weaknesses, sort of how we want to play them, their stats. And then we put together the opponent's plays so they can see opponent's plays. Sometimes players learn really well by seeing it on paper. Sometimes they learn really well by going over it in practice. So then we take what we have on the film and on the paper, and we go onto the court and we show them the plays, and we talk about how we're going to defend the players. And so we give them a number of different options and things that they see. And then we talk about how we want to attack our opponents as well. And so depending upon the type of team that you have, sometimes they can handle all of the information, and sometimes we have to dial it down a little bit. So it all depends on your team, and every team is different.
You know that you're leaving the Indiana Fever next year to go play college ball. Do you have any idea to know what the coach of the Indiana Fever will be next year?
I have no idea who the coach is going to be next year. I think that one thing that's happened here with with the Fever organization and Pacers organization for that matter is that they always get very good people to come in and to be great leaders for teams, be great leaders in the community. And one of the things that's so great about this organization is that you know, the Fever are an equal playing field with the Pacers, and that everything matters to this organization in that we want to put the best product on the floor. We want to get out into the community and support our community, and everything that we do is top notch. And so that's attractive to great coaches in the WNBA. And I think that that no matter which direction that Kelly Krauskopf, our president and general manager, decides to go, I think that a great coach is going to come in here and continue to build on the legacy of the Indiana Fever.
How does it feel to be running on the floor, assistant coach, with the championship in your hand? How does that feel?
I can't even put it into words. I mean, it's really incredible. You think about when you grow up, when you're your age, and you're sitting there and you're shooting in the backyard, and you're going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We win the championship. You know, to actually really see that come to fruition and be a part of that is really amazing. And it's sort of when you think about all the work that you put in from the time that you're young to that point, it really makes it all worth it, because you get to hoist the trophy in the air, and it makes everything that you've done, all the blood, sweat, and tears, and all of your goals come to fruition. And so it puts everything into perspective, and it's a little bit of relief. It's a lot of excitement, and it's just a lot of fun to be able to say we're the champions.
Thank you for being with us on the
thank
Big
you.
Free Sports Show.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.